Good morning. I have got to find a better way to wake up than alarm clocks. Every single morning it startles me, and it can't be healthy to wake up that panicked. It just can't. And even when I hear an alarm clock sound in movies or TV or just anywhere else in the world when I'm not asleep, it elicits a response of anxiety. Why are alarm clocks still a thing? Anyway, buzz mother fathers, it's B. That intro was for Sean and for Sean only. I said that, oh, good morning. I said that in one video, and Sean has not let it go. I said I would never say it again, but Sean just keeps it alive. Every single week, there's a different iteration of that catchphrase. Well, it's not really a catchphrase, I've only said it once. But last week, Sean made it an acronym, and I thought it was funny. Anyway, it's 4:45 in the morning, and I have to be at work by 6:45. So we gotta kind of get our shit together. Be free! He's scared of the dark. No, Chetty, not you. Hold on, I have to corral all my animals. It's gonna be a whole thing. What is going on up here? Holding on for life.
And my 2-mile hike ended up being a 4-mile hike, so.
Oh no, I'm crying. I'm ruining my makeup. Oh no. Look at this boy, what is leisuring? Are you leisuring? Are you leisuring? This is the boy, what is leisuring? Leisuring in a big bean bag. Daddy beans in a bean bag. Boo, 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 boo. Pink belly. Okay, so my mirror's really dirty, just ignore that. I'm wearing this speckled blouse, a black cardigan, these green pants that I got from ThredUp, and my tan loafers that match the carpet really well. Do the carpet match the loafers? They do. Thank you for asking. Now let's throw together a quick breakfast. I burnt this a little bit. I shaved just my cankles this morning to be able to wear these pants. Just the cankles, ladies, just the cankles. Nothing more, nothing less. So I don't really eat lunch that much at work. We typically just kind of graze. So I typically just work through the lunch hour. But today I'm gonna be bringing these cashews, and then I was at the grocery store last night and I found these fruit kebabs. And there's exactly 3, and there's exactly 3 of us in our office. So I was like, each of the ladies can have a fruit kebab. Wouldn't that be special? Both my coworkers are kind of picky eaters, so I don't know what kind of fruits they like, but we're gonna take a risk. And we just have our water bottle because we're a healthy batch. Just kidding, we're not really that healthy, but we try. Now I gotta go brush my teeth and then let's go because we've kind of been procrastinating and it's exactly 6:11. So if we leave by 6:20, we should be there just on time. We're almost ready to go. We just have to turn on the TV for Dougie Beans, so he isn't scared. He's been watching Tiny House Nation, and he will continue to watch Tiny House Nation. Tiny House time! Okay, here we are at the parking lot in Weirk, and I'm already noticing a bunch of chetty hairs, even though I lint rolled profusely. No one's really expecting more from me than Hot Miss Express, so this is fine. Today is gonna be hell. I already know. I mean, there's really no reason to be optimistic. I wish I could give you guys details and just like vent at the shit that's been going on for the past like month in preparation for this week. Now this event is like gonna happen and they're changing everything last minute. It's like a whole lot of running around. It's gonna be a long day today. But you guys are gonna keep me on track, and then after work, instead of like laying down, zoning out, and watching hours upon hours of Grey's Anatomy like we did last night, we're gonna like maybe be productive and do some things. I'm probably gonna be in a way different mood when I come out of this bitch, okay? I'll see you on the flippity floppity. Today was stressful. That's all I'll say. I'm gonna have like a small breakdown and then carry on with my day. Just let it go. What are you doing behind tonight's dinner and the sponsor of today's video, which is Green Chef? They're US. That was gonna be smooth, but then it was not. Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company. They have a wide variety of dishes that cater to different lifestyles such as keto, paleo, vegetarian, vegan, all of that good stuff. And I, for one, am very grateful for them because on days like today, when all I want to do is chill out and watch Grey's Anatomy, they make cooking at home really simple. Green Chef makes things easy by offering quick recipes with simple step-by-step instructions, chef tips, and photos to guide you along. This time I opted to try the Korean beef and noodle stir fry, and spoiler alert, it did not disappoint. The ingredients come perfectly portioned and mostly prepped, so I'm not sitting around measuring a bunch of ingredients. And I still get the satisfaction of a home-cooked meal with very little effort on my part. And also bonus points to Green Chef for being the most sustainable meal kit, offsetting 100% of its direct carbon emissions and plastic packaging in every box. And you know they gave me a code for savings to pass along to you if you want to try Green Chef and receive $100 off plus free shipping on your first box. You can go to greenchef.us/Beatrice100 and use code Beatrice100. Again, for $100 off plus free shipping on your first box, you can head on over to greenchef.us/Beatrice100 and use code Beatrice100. Thanks Green Chef for sponsoring this portion of the video. So you caught me. I did watch one episode of Grey's Anatomy. Just one though, and I stopped myself 4 minutes and 57 seconds into the second episode because I'm like, we can't fall down this hole. We gotta be productive. For the people. For Douglas. Douglas! I think he kind of knows his name now, guys. Douglas! Dougie! As he proves me wrong immediately. Douglas, come here. Okay, good boy. Good animal. I'm sitting here procrastinating, so I figured now would be a good time to fill you guys in on what had happened last week. As you guys know, I did not upload. I sat down to edit on Sunday and I quickly realized that over 50% of my files were corrupted. So needless to say, had a bit of a breakdown. Ugly face cried. May or may not have thrown a temper tantrum like a toddler, but if no one's around to see, did it really happen? I don't know. I'll never tell. But yeah, it did happen. I'm not proud of it, but we felt all the feelings and now we're sitting here and we're talking about it calmly. But regardless, you missed an action-packed episode. Well, it was kind of action-packed for me because I typically don't leave my house, and I actually left my house that time. And if I have a couple of clips, I'll pop them in where they fit just so they're not completely wasted. But I ended up ordering and curating the pieces for my home gym that I'm building. So I ended up going to this fitness equipment supply store and picking out a couple of pieces that are going to be delivered. I got a treadmill, and I also got this I don't even know what to call it. It's this total body fitness extravaganza machine. It's called an Inspire FT2. It was something I was looking at online, but I was like, should I? Because the price tag was pretty substantial. However, when I went to the store, it was actually on sale. So I was like, okay, we're doing this. We are doing this. And I did it. So this machine has a bunch of different cables and pulleys and all these different attachments. And it has a Smith machine built in, which is something I was really looking for. I know that there's a little bit of controversy and some people roll their eyes at Smith machines because if you have the bar on a track, you're kind of losing that needing to engage your core for balance, when you're doing squats or whatever else. And so that's why a lot of people don't like the Smith machine. However, as someone who is going to be relatively new to weightlifting, and I'm going to be weightlifting by myself, there's going to be no one around, I feel way more confident doing bench or whatever on a Smith machine because if something happens, I could just flick my wrist and it latch in the nearest hole, which sounds bad, but you know what I mean? I feel like it's just a lot safer for someone who's not experienced and is also going to be solo lifting. Which leads us into the next thing that I purchased, which was gym flooring. And I really can't call it gym flooring because it's technically a stall mat meant for horses, pigs, cows. Do I look like I know about livestock? Don't answer that. But here it is. I bought 6 of these stall mats and they're gonna go on this side of my garage. And I'll still be able to park in here because I got a 2-car garage and only 1 car because forever alone. But yeah, I kind of want to see what one of these babies rolled out looks like just to kind of get a feel. So let's do that. Let me go get my knife. I couldn't find my regular knife, so now I'm using a kitchen knife like an animal. Anyway, I don't know if you know, but recycled rubber smells like garbage. And it's has a very toxic smell. That smell will air out over time, especially in a place like a garage. But right now, these are fresh off the truck and they're all rolled up, just festering in their own stench. And me and my mom were cooped up in an SUV with 6 of these for 45 minutes while we drove back to my house. Needless to say, by the time we got here, we were both nauseous and bickering. So it was kind of funny, and I wish I still had that footage, but I don't. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice. It's gonna be kind of difficult to keep clean in here, but this weekend I will sweep out the garage really well, clear out this corner, clean this mystery stain. No one knows what that is, but if it's a terrible chemical, I don't know what to do. And we're gonna lay some gym flooring. not done any kind of stretching or yoga in a very long time, and that was very apparent in my lack of flexibility. She was just not here for it. We got into some of those low lunges. This video was very mild, beginner friendly, by the way. Very relaxed. And those low lunges still killed me. Like my leg muscles were screaming. They were stretched to their limits, and that's just sad because it probably looks like I'm doing nothing on camera. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, so I definitely need to start incorporating that more into my routine. And honestly, I forgot how good I could feel after doing a little bit of light stretching and deep breathing. My mind is more calm. It's not as like crazy thinking about a million things at once. So I also think that incorporating a bit of yoga before I do my hypnotherapy, meditation, self-hypnosis homework would be a really beneficial thing, because it's really hard for me to, like kind of calm my mind and get in that mindset to be able to sit there and like visualize and focus. And so yeah, I think that would be like tremendously helpful. By the way, I have not partaken in a binge episode since starting hypnotherapy, and I haven't even had the urge to binge, and I've been really stressed out at work. Like, it's been absolutely ridiculous. If I could go into more detail, I would, because but no, I can't because I'm still trying to keep this job. But yeah, not reaching for a mind-numbing amount of food for comfort is pretty big for me. Now, let me just say, I'm not trying to push hypnotherapy on anyone. I'm just simply documenting what's happening with me. I'll never pretend I know anything about anything. This is just me trying stuff out. I'm not trying to persuade anybody that this is the way to do things. So, there's that little disclaimer. But yeah, I think that it may be working for me, and it might just be like one of those natural cycles, because like I tend to go in like a really bad binge cycle, then I get out of it for a little bit, then I get back into it. But usually there's a catalyst, like some kind of stressor that puts me back in that binge cycle, and then it's hard to get out of. So the fact that I'm really stressed now and not reaching for food is a pretty big deal. I think that hypnotherapy is kind of one of those things where like if you believe in it, it might work for you, but if you don't, it probably won't. And I was definitely skeptical just because of like the more woo-woo stuff that goes along with hypnosis. Like you think of spirals, and you think of someone swinging a clock, and you think of like those entertainment hypnosis shows where they make people in the audience do all this crazy stuff. But it's really not like that at all. I would rather just get rid of the word hypnosis entirely and call it meditation, visualization, that kind of stuff. Because while I don't really believe in like the universe opening up and giving you this gift and it being kind of like magical in some way, I definitely do believe in the power of the human mind and visualizing and aligning yourself with a goal and it kind of coming to fruition that way. I think it's more to like mindfulness and visualization rather than it not being no work at all. Like it's something I'm working at every single day. It's something I'm about to do right now after I sign off on this video. But also in that same token, I got assigned a new therapist, like a traditional therapist on BetterHelp, and I absolutely love him. We're still in that like rapport building stage. I'm talking less about binge eating and more about like my relationship with my dad and stuff like that. So I'm just like telling you, I'm probably not going to talk about my therapy sessions that often, just because I've decided that that's not something that I want to like bring up with the public and have open for criticism, just because it's hard for me to kind of process, and I can't do that with a lot of other opinions, even if you guys like mean well and stuff like that. I just, it's not something I've necessarily come to terms with, so I think it would just make it that much harder if I'm like involving a bunch of other people. So I hope you understand more about that and why I might not be talking about that. But I'm still doing traditional therapy as well and trying to work through some things. But yeah, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!